Welcome, ladies and gentlemen who haven't played RimWorld in over a month. Welcome to the Shire. It's episode 12 of the Shire, and we haven't been here in a month. Why haven't we been here in a month? This guy has a new job, which means I have an entirely new routine, daily routine. And my daily routine basically is really punching me in the awakeness. So I am not awakeness, I am very tiredness. And I'm actually too tired to stream, but we have skipped so many episodes. I want to do an episode regardless. So let's head on in. It's been a month since we were in RimWorld, so I technically have no idea where we left off. As we can see, we last played on the 20th of March, and we have the 23rd of April. So we have been a full month away. So let's see, we have two new mods, the ancient hydroponic farms and mining industry, because I saw them online and I thought they were quite cool, so I'll install them. So let's head on in and let's have a little look where we left off. Okay, we have a bunch of animals. We have 6 greenhouses. But I remember these 5 greenhouses might not being enough, because we have quite a decent amount of corn. We have quite a decent amount of various food. Storage is actually looking quite nice. This is looking quite nice. Does everybody have a room? Let's see. Does everybody have a room, or do we still have shared rooms? No, we are building the last few rooms. Okay, we are building the last few rooms. Right. Leowin has a room. Gollum has a room. Arum has a room. Solwen does not have a room, but this will be Solwen's room. Okay. Right, our kill box needs an update. A big one at that. So, the kill box needs an update. Right, we definitely wanna upgrade the kill box. Do our bidding. Alrighty, so psychic bond distance. Why? Oh, we have someone out for a quest, right? We have someone out for a quest. Yes, we have for 8 days, so they're half the ways there, and 3 colonists. Interesting. So we are definitely lacking a few more things. Sauron has made a legendary wooden plant pot. Okay, sure, I guess. So let's see, we have a legendary bed over here, masterwork over there. Okay, we wanted to do a few things, if I remember. Let's see, Sauron was our builder. Let's see, does Sauron have a little bit of overtime? For now, no, Sauron does not have overtime, but we have a broken tile over here. So let's have a floor, a sterile tile. It's not yet been built, okay. So he has not yet been finalizing the hospital. Right. He's doing a few things over here with the defenses. Alright, we have an inspired taming on Eowyn. Is Eowyn actually good with animals? She is. Do we have something that she can tame, or are we waiting for Thrumbos this time? I think for now we are waiting for Thrumbos. However, there's nothing interesting, so that means we're definitely waiting for Thrumbos. So we're definitely waiting for Thrumbos. So Sauron is almost finalizing the hospital. Right, we want to get into biosculpting. Right, we want to get into biosculpting, which means we need a research room to get into biosculpting. Right, that's the big thing. Dig a pit. I don't know. I don't know about that. But yeah, we need to get into biosculpting. That is the thing that we want to do. Alright, so that means we need a research room. I think before we get into a research room, we need to have a new Shooty McShoot phase room. Because currently I don't think I am happy with this solution. It works for the Loxus. Wrong game, my dear. Wrong game. I think I want to upgrade my my solution for the kill box. I think the kill box is in need of adjustment. So let's adjust it. Let's adjust it. First things first. Deconstruct nutrient pipes. Okay, nutrient solutions is new. Is there something we can research? Meal prep? No. So this is the only thing that we can find, and we find them at the ancient complex. But we do that once the people are back home. For now, we are making structures, and we are making, let's see, limestone walls. Let's put a limestone wall over here and put a blanket of these things over here. So that's the first thing we're gonna do. Sauron is building and repairing stuff. That's cool. I think Sauron is pretty much done with building this. I want to transform this into a sleepy room, most likely, or into a greenhouse extension. For now, greenhouse looks actually fine. Meat is so-and-so. Yeah, meat is so-and-so. We still have this to be concerned about because this can spawn infestations, but I think we're good now. So let's see. I want to expand my defensive position, right? So since I want to upgrade my defensive position, I don't want to give them the chance to shoot. So let's see, where and how can we do this? Balin is helping with construction, that's fine, even though Balin is no longer equipped with a hammer. So let's see, chainsaw. You are good with plants as well. So Sauron is repairing a lot of stuff. What are you doing now? You're drinking psychite. Right, our people were drug abusers. I remember that. I remember that. Our people were drug abusers. So let's get a few things planned out. Let's get a few things planned out. For now, let's look at our materials. We have a few marble, we have a few granite, and we have a few limestones. So I think I'm gonna do granite walls. And we are walling off this, and we're giving them a door. I think we're giving them a door over here. And we're giving them a door over here. So that's an access hatch to get to the left side. So, actually, you know what? This is only temporary. But we can use this extension to have a nice little kill box over here as well. So let's abuse this. Okay. That means we need the ground to be updated. Do we actually want to kill? Do we want to focus on the kill box? I think so. I think we want to focus on the kill box. I want to focus on this, however. Let's cancel this for now. I want to improve this situation because there is not many guns here. And the guns need to be updated. So let's see, what do we have for security? We don't have the big guns. What are we researching? We're researching prosthetics, right? We want to give people new arms and stuff. Okay, there's the autocannon turret. And we have a large caliber shotgun turret now. Okay. Gun turret. We now have shotgun turrets. Interesting. We now have shotgun turrets. Oh, that's cool. We now have shotgun turrets. Ah. So I would very much like to force them into here. So how can I do this? How can I do this? I want to get into the shotgun turrets. Okay, if I do this, if I mine this one, if I open this one, if I open this one, I can have some turrets here that are shotgun turrets. Right, let's do this. Samwise is building stuff. Samwise was the one who is dumb as shit, but at least he's doing stuff. Let's get some shotgun turrets here. Let's make them out of plasteel to have them somewhat durable. Do we have plasteel available? We have 1,000 plasteel. So plasteel shotgun turrets will be. Let's make shotgun turrets over here. I don't like this wooden wall, but we'll care about that when things happen. For now, we'll structure them with a nice little back wall over here. That should be enough for defenses. We have a combat supplier, it's a ship passing by. We had a Samwise, he was the fool of a Took, is that correct? Let's see, what was his job? Let's see. He was the fool of the Took, yes, he is the fool of a Took. So he needs to have a trade. So let's call it the combat supplier. They have components, that's always nice to see. They have a little bit of medicine. I don't know how much medicine we need, but sure, let's buy it. Let's see, what can we sell? What can we sell? We have sculptures to sell, which is always nice. Let's get rid of sculptures. Okay, everything else looks pretty much good. We have a persona core. We have a little bit of ambrosia to sell, which is nice. And let's sell some survival packages. Because we cannot gain any friendship points, so any excess money is actually wasted. So, let's get our shotgun turrets over here. Are they powered already? They should be. We have a shaman merchant coming in, that is the next one, and there are allied as well. How are my friendship points with these guys? Nameless family, can I see my friendship points somewhere? No, I cannot, but I don't think they are that great. Let's get into the world. It was nameless family. So they are... which faction are they? They are the Leguazos. Okay, they are the Leguazos. And Leguazos are 88. Okay, so we need to give them a few friendship points. So, Samwise, do it. Trade with these guys. Okay, power is happening over here. Let's see, what can we give you guys? You have a shock lance, which is quite nice. Let's get the shock lance. Oh, they have a no, that's our bionic arm. Okay, that's our bionic arm. They have plasteel to sell. I'm happily buying that. I'm happily buying that. I am happily buying... what else? We cannot have anything else. That's fine though. Let's just do this. That's pretty good. Alrighty. We can't really gift them stuff, but that's fine. This turret is unfortunately not powered. We can do that easily though. If we get some hidden conduits and hidden up the conduits over here, that should be enough. Now, how can we get them to come over here and force them over here? We have a siege coming in. And that is actually not a big siege. And they should actually be fighting with these guys immediately. I think we're good. I think we're good. Let's get some people ready. Let's get some people ready. Get some people ready to handle the fallout. Okay. Okay. Actually, this is not good. Let's get home. They're almost dying. No, they're almost dying. Eowyn, you cannot fight. Please get back. Sauron. Legolas. Let's see. They definitely... the traders lost the fight. How are things looking for the combats? Okay. Sorry, you guys are pretty much dead. Leowyn became an adult right at the fighting. She gets to be a cook and she will handle animals. And she will be good with shooting as well. Now let's make her a brawler. No, an annoying voice. I don't know. Brawler is bad. Cannibal is bad. Jealous is bad. And a tortured artist is bad as well. So she will get no trait because these traits are all bad. You guys get into defensive positions, please. You guys get into defensive positions because they are soon to be attacking, I think. Are they actually attacking? No, they're gone. They're gone. So, guys, please. You can handle this. Can we rescue this guy? Critical alert fire, we're good. The pigskins from Warcall are fleeing, that's okay. They were here, they were fighting something again. So I have no idea what they were fighting, but let's capture this guy. He's bleeding out in 2 hours. You can scratch that, please. Oh, that was the second part of the raid. I see, that was the second part of the raid. We just simply survived this. And you are bleeding out in 6 hours. I cannot get you either. Yeah, I wasn't aware of that one, but there was a second part of the raid. And they actually wanted to build mortars, and I didn't see it. Aha, interesting. Doesn't matter really much. Yeah, it doesn't matter really much. Let's get going. Can you tell that I have not been playing this for a little while? I'm actually not really aware of what things are happening. So, yeah. I'm not really aware of my surroundings currently. Alright. Nonetheless. We have done this. We have shotguns over here. Now I need to funnel these guys over here. I need to funnel these guys over here. And I want them to be in this direction somehow. So let's take regular turrets. Let's take regular, or let's take... You know what? That actually, let's actually do this. Let's actually do this. Let's have 3 more turrets over here. Get granites. Get this rockin'. Get another one of these doors. Replace this door with a wall. Make this happen. You know, build another one of these guys over here. And then just heavy fur sandbags. Can we do heavy fur sandbags? No, we cannot. Can we do blue fur sandbags? We cannot. So let's get rid of these. Let's make new sandbags. Let's make Mega Sloth sandbags. And do this right here. It's not ideal, but I want to force them into here. Which also means I kinda want to close this up. Which means I kinda want to close this up. Get another one here. Let's make some security. Let's make some stone traps, of course. Let's make some stone traps, of course. You know what? We're making sandbags in front of them because I want them to be protected. We're making sandbags in front of these guys. We're making sandbags in front of these. And then we are building these things. Because I want them to be... Say hello there, rare thrombos. We have someone who has an inspired taming. So, first of all, these guys need to be tamed. And we are getting this female thrombo first. You are recreating sleep. And we can definitely get the thrombos now. This time we can definitely get 1 thrombo. So Eowyn, you are prioritizing taming this wild creature, please. Alrighty. So 1 Thrombo is guaranteed. Finally. We have finally a Thrombo guaranteed, which also means we need to get into Tailor Bench. And we need to make Thrombo made frills. And we need to make a few of them. Because we have a mod installed to buff Thrombos. Thrombos are what I consider the best animal in the game. And I want them to be buffed. And that is what I will do. I will buff them. And once they are tamed with the hauling ability, you can give them a nice little frill. And this nice little frill basically gets us the ability for them to clean up for themselves. And they no longer produce dirt. So, these guys are trying to tame them, which is amazing. We failed a 10% chance twice and a 7% chance once. But it is really fine, honestly, because we have the first one. Once we have most of the Thrombos, Gollum became an adult. He is massively invested into shooting, into social, and he will get mining. Let's see. He will get Bloodlust. No. Abrasive. No. He will gain a Quick Sleeper. Alright, he will gain a Quick Sleeper. Alrighty. That means Gollum is now equipping full equipment. He will no longer be wearing his Thrombo wool plushie. He will start getting into real weapons. So, let's make real weapons. Do we still have some Masterworks or sniper rifles? We don't have sniper rifles. Do we have assault rifles? We don't have assault rifles. So let's get into rifle making. Let's get into rifle making. We need 2 rifles, please. Legolas, we need you to make a assault rifle, please. Let's upgrade your production cycle. Let's prioritize, please, the weaponry. Because you need to make weapons. And you need to start making gear again. Because currently we are lacking gear. Currently we are lacking gear hard, Sauron. So you need to make that. Oh, you're making shells, right? I don't want you making shells. I want you making assault rifles, please. Okay. There's the assault rifle coming in. Okay, he needs to recreate, however. He needs to recreate very, very badly. So let's get the Thrombo plushie, please. There we go. Inspired trait Gollum. Imperial toxins, toxin waste packs. We are not ready to deal with toxin waste packs, so we are not doing that. Gollum is finally here, but we are definitely indeed in need of making stuff. So we will put construction on the back half for now, because this is honestly not that important. This is honestly not that important. What's more important is that we have a Thrombo, and this Thrombo is being trained to haul, to attack, and everything else. Okay, we have 1 Thrombo over here and the second one over here. Let's hope that we get one of these guys, because they are males, and once we have those, we can have these guys producing Thrombos for us. So let's see. Let's see what will happen. Let's see what will happen. Alright. Sauron, where are you? Sauron is recreating. He needs to drink something. Okay, drink something. Does drinking Psychite count as food? It does not count as food. Okay, what are you doing now? You're making steel plates. Now you're consuming a meal. After you have done that, I will take manual control over you, my dude. Because you need to make weapons. Because Gollum currently has no weapons. And Leowyn does not have weapons either. So you need to prioritize this hard. Let's look into here. This is Sauron's only job, okay. So how are the plates? Light plate mail, okay, fine. Please make a good one, Sauron. Please make a good one. And you made a masterwork. Wonderful. Leowyn, please equip the masterwork. Wonderful. Now let's look into tools. Leowyn is a cook. So Leowyn's cooking skills need to be trained. She's good with growing stuff and she is okay with art. She's also a researcher. So let's put her on a research as well. She's terrible with wardening. She is decent in handling animals. So she will do handling animals as well. Alright, but you will handle animals before you go growing, I think. No. You will handle animals last. So your main job is growing stuff and cooking stuff. So that means, Leowyn, you will use a steel mixer as a sidearm, please. And you will use the chainsaw as a sidearm as well. But your slots are full because you are having wood in your inventory. Now, please. Hunter lacks suitable weapon. Alright, that's fine. Good. She is now able to do stuff. Let's look into the cooking stations. Right, we had someone who was training. Training was Arwen. Arwen no longer needs training. Yes, Arwen no longer needs training. So, we will enable the training job that we have here. And we will give that Leowyn. We'll give that Leowyn. She needs a minimum cooking skill of 6 to do this. We don't have that. Okay. So let's look into the possibility for Leowyn to get some cooking skills. And her cooking skills will be done through... Let's see. Her cooking skills will be done through needs cooking 8, cooking 8. Cook nutrient paste. We don't want to cook nutrient paste. Permission. Permission is probably good for that stuff. So we need to get her cooking skills up. So she will do permission. She will do permission, I think. Yeah, let's have her make permission or kibble. I think we're gonna make her kibble. Right. So let's butcher creature. Let's butcher creature. Let's make kibble. Butcher creature will be only for Leowyn. Right? And make kibble only worker for Leowyn. You will do it until you have. You will do it until you have. And we will do butcher creature until 300 because that's our target. And you will make kibble until we have 400. That's your job. Are you gaining skill if you do this though? Let's see. You are. Okay. So your main job is now to make butchery happen. Okay, that's your main job, to make butchery happen. Okay. Good. She's making butchery happen, which is nice. Okay. So she is basically now responsible for making kibble and for making butchery. Cool. Alrighty. That's rolling. Pretty happy with that. We have made an assault rifle. It's only excellent, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So Gollum will get a weapon. And Gollum's jobs. Let's look at Gollum's jobs. He's good with animals, he's good with social, and he's good with shooting. And he's an intellectual. That means intellectual is your primary job. Which means cleaning is no longer your primary job. We have Legolas for cleaning, we have Oron for cleaning, but Oron is only a child. You will do handling as a number 1, you will do hunting as a number 1. You will do wardening as a number 2. Yes, you will do wardening as a number 2, and the rest is pretty much fine. You will also not do hauling anymore. Alrighty. Wonderful. Which means you need some shears and you need a briefcase. You need some shears and you need a briefcase. Okay. You need shears and you need a briefcase. So let's look into shears. Shears are here. And you need a briefcase. Can we make a briefcase? Let's see. Can we make a better briefcase? Document briefcase. There it is. Alrighty. High explosive shell. Let's get the document briefcase before that. Let's make that before that. Because he will become our primary researcher. And we are making a document briefcase. Nice. So, Gollum, this is your primary sidearm. Let's get the document briefcase into your sidearms. Let's look at the document briefcase. Let's see his equipment. Let's see his equipment. Okay, we need to go into gear. Let's look into this. It's global research speed, global learning factor, and trade price improvement. So that's a really good thing. Samwise does not have this. He should get this. Because Samwise is still with the bad tools. So Samwise needs an update on his tools. So what is Samwise's job really? Samwise is basically too dumb to do anything. So he is growing and mining. He's growing and mining. I don't know. I want to keep him on research, honestly. Because we have 4 people who are good with food. So let's get him another document briefcase. Let's get another document briefcase and let's get a drill. So, document briefcase and a drill. Because he still has bad tools and we need to change that. Legolas as well has bad tools. He has a masterwork axe. We need to change that. The chainsaw was for this. Okay, so that means we need another chainsaw. Or we can simply give Legolas this chainsaw. So that means the permission needs to be dropped. Everything needs to be dropped. Equip this place. And equip this as a sidearm place. However, you are also a cleaner, honestly speaking. So you will get a vacuum cleaner as a sidearm, because you are our primary cleaner, really. Okay, we have an Imperial Trader. That is a ship passing by, so that is Samwise's job after he wakes up. Alrighty. This is starting to look okay. So, are we beginning to make Akatons and stuff? Not yet. And I don't know why, because this apparently takes priority in Sauron's AI. So let's see. We have packaged survival meals again. They have components to sell. Oh, they have lots of advanced components to sell. So we are trying to make as much money as we can from this. Okay, I see. So let's sell this. Let's sell our sculptures. What else can we do? There's a learning assistant. That would be pretty nice to have for the next child. That will inevitably happen, I guess. Okay, what else can we do? We can... because this is a massive improvement. So let's sell all of this. Let's sell the regular packaged survival meals. And let's sell the horses. We no longer need the horses really, but you know, let's just do it like this. All right, the Thrombo situation. Let's look at it. We still have both Thrombos here. We still haven't tamed them, so that needs to hopefully happen pretty soon. So we have Balin trying his best. Balin has 16 on animals, so please, Balin, do your best. Capture at least one of them. Taming chance failed, 10%. Arwen has 16 in animals as well. Come on, Arwen. Oh, the taming failed. Sad. We need a male. We need a male to get ourselves thrombo breeding. So let's see. We have a snap. We have a cold snap. That shouldn't matter too much. And we have some eggs over here. These eggs can just disappear for all I care. Okay. So, our people should soon be back. The physical labors, they are pretty much soon be back. They will return in 0.0 days. And they will get us a power cell. Woohoo! They will get us a power cell. That's pretty dope. Okay. And the colonists returned, just like we said. Cool! Gimli is back, Balrog is back, and who is back? Faramir is back! Which means, let's look into beddings. Everyone has a bed. Okay, everyone has a bed? Everyone has a bed, apparently. Alrighty, everyone apparently has a bed. Okay. Masterwork, plus steel, shears. Okay, shears is fine, let's get them shears here. Shears is actually wrong. We needed the electric shears. Okay, we have prosthetics. Cool. What's this? Ancient mining. Ooh, that's one of the new mods. Ancient mining is one of the new mods. Let's get the autocannon turret first. First done. Yeah. Let's get the autocannon turrets for more defense. Okay. So let's look into drugs. We have lots of medicine. Lots of glitter world medicine. We're good on that part. Very good on that part, actually. Everything else looks pretty good. Let's look into our assignment. All are eating lavish meals. It's fine. Everything here, everything here. Everything here. So Galadriel has a different schedule. Why do you have a different schedule? Are you a night owl? You are a night owl, so you have a different schedule than everybody else. Okay. These guys have only recreation. That will change. You guys are now on working duty. You guys are full workers now. Sauron is making another documentation, and that documentation will go to Samwise. That documentation will go to Samwise. Samwise, I need you to drop the steel axe, please, and I need you to pick up your document briefcase. Wonderful. Sauron does a plasteel drill. That is not what I want. I don't want my drills to be made out of plasteel. That's a no-no. I don't want that to be made out of plasteel. Cold snap. It's minus 13 degrees outside. Everybody else is still fine so far. All the plants are dying, as we can see. How are the thrombos? They're still here, but they're moving. I only see one thrombo moving. The other one is moving out. Is it? Yep. We got one moving out. The other one is moving out as well. So we missed our chance to get a male thrombo. We got a female one. That's at least something. But unfortunately, we could not get a male thrombo. Alrighty. We have gained 10 reputation because we tended to one of their members. Alright. So that looks pretty good now. That looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. How's the power situation looking? This could be improved. Let's improve this. Get this over here. Now, it would be very easy to extend this. It would be very, very easy to extend this. Hunter, Leowin, sure. Needs warm clothing, sure. I know you need an Akaton and that stuff. We made the drill. I think we are suspending this for now. Transport pod crash, Babby, part of a relationship. A house servant named Babby is crashing in a transport nearby. Babby is suffering from paralytic abasia and will be unable to walk. We can heal that. She will recover in many days. And there is also a chance for a lucky quick recovery. She is willing to contribute, so she will be part of the team. And she is Gimli's ex-lover. Ooh, let's see. Let's jump to location. She is Gimli's ex-lover. She hates Gimli. Because Gimli is disfigured and she hates Gimli. Gimli, however, hates her as well. So Gimli hates her as well. How are you? How is your skill set? Your skill set is actually quite good. You have construction, you have mining, you have artistic. It's actually quite good. However, we don't need someone in construction. You cannot defend yourself and you are greedy. So, unfortunately, Babby, you will not be healed. We reject Babby. Babby will die, most likely. However, we could get Babby and capture her and sell her to enslavement, which probably would make Gimli very, very happy. So let's get her. Oh, I chose Sauron, unfortunately. Oh well. Now we need to make prosthetics because Faramir, our dear Faramir, is having a bad leg, and let's give him a new leg. Let's make a prosthetic leg for Faramir. Let's make a prosthetic leg for Faramir. Galadriel is working away with large sculptures, so let's make a few more of them. We are missing wood for that. Let's give our wood guys a new wood job, and that would be quite woody if they could get this wood to me. And Balin, in his ever-loving intelligence, boxed himself in. So Balin, please come out. In his ever-loving intelligence, Balin, well, he's an idiot. Arwen has broken down and is wandering around confused because she has dementia. Yes, Arwen still has dementia because she was resurrected from the dead. And that's unfortunately a side effect. How is Leowin's cooking ability? Leowin's cooking ability is actually quite nice. It's already on 3. However, we are missing a few foodies. So let's get our foodie team. Let's get our foodie team. And let's get a few animals killed to get ourselves a little bit more food. Alrighty, let's see what we can do. One good shot, second good shot. You hit something, it is dead. Wonderful. Let's kill this. Wonderful. 3 dead animals, I like it. Let's keep on moving forward, guys. There's another one. Wonderful. Keep moving forward. There's a mega sloth. There's a mega sloth. Let's kill the mega sloth. There's also a warg. We need to kill that warg. They should be quite good in handling the mega sloth. There we go. We need to kill the warg as well because the warg tends to attack people. The warg really tends to attack people, so let's get rid of these guys. Wonderful. Let's get rid of this. Good shot, people. You're doing well. You're doing well. So let's see. Nothing really here to be shot at, so let's get home. Hunting will continue tomorrow. There is Babby, and Babby is now our prisoner. Alrighty, she is now our prisoner. So we will at least convert her to our religion. We will at least convert her to our religion. She will heal in what? 40 days. So she will heal in 40 days. We might even execute her. We might even execute her with a public execution. Once she can walk. Gimli might like that even. So, yeah. We have a battery to put down, is that correct? Or do we have the battery already put down? We have put the battery already down. Okay, we already got the resolution for this. Sure. Alright, things are happening, things are moving around, which is nice. Alright, plain leather small backpack. Okay, we are now getting backpacks again, so we have returned in making equipment, which is nice. Let's look at our equipment making. Backpack has already been taken, so Sauron has a lot of stuff to do with his crafty skills. So, no biggie. So, stay healthy, BSA. Oh, we should drink something. Let's drink something. So, the bedrooms are looking quite decent. Gollum is researching like hail. We are making more backpacks with Sauron. That's really cool. Got a legendary backpack, sure, I guess. Artificially inflating the value of the colony. Balin is doing stuff. Please, Balin, after this, can you please not box yourselves in? That's cool. The shotguns are already done, so we now have a massively increased defense over here, which I'm quite happy about. We have 3 mortars over there. How's the training coming along for the Thrumbo? It's coming along quite nicely. We have a mad wild boar. Let's see, is someone in danger? Not really. But since we have 3 shooty shoots, let's get 3 shooty shoots out. Let's get 3 shooty shoots. Let's stay here, please. Okay, that killed it. We need a little bit more food, so we have a little bit more food to work with here. We have a colonist that is idle. Should be fine. Let's idle the colonist for a little bit. Let's get our hunting team further along. Let's hunt. Let's hunt. Get this shot, get this shot, get this shot. Wonderful, get this shot. Let's move forward. Yes, yes, yes. Let's kill everything in our path. As a nice genocidal team that we are. Get this one cleared. Clear this one. Wonderful. Move up over here. We have Arwen confusion. That's most likely due to dementia, so I'm not caring as much. Wonderful. That is pretty good. That should be food for quite a while. Let's kill another one over there. And that should be food for quite a while. Alrighty. That should be food for quite a while. Pippin and Samwise are fighting. Why are you fighting? Pippin subtly shamed Samwise origins. This drove Samwise into a rage. Why are you guys rivals? Stop fighting. Thankfully, no one incapacitated themselves. Yeah, you guys need medical treatment. You just had a 20-minute fist fight. Of course you do. We're making clothing again, which is nice. We have an Akaton now, so pretty much everyone should have Akatons now. Wonderful. We don't have work shoes and work gloves. Those are still on the demand. Let's see. Yep, they are still on demand, but we're getting there. These guys need medical treatments. Sure, I guess. If you idiots wouldn't have fought, you wouldn't have needed medical treatments, you nutcases. Okay, food's looking really nice. Food's looking really, really nice. Survival meals, packaged meals, everything looks amazing. How is Leowyn's cooking skill? She's on 3.5. That's cool. That's very cool. Everything else looks fine. Psychite is what's not that great, right? Psychite is actually fine. But we want to get right. This is what I wanted to do. Now I remember. I wanted to get into drug making. I wanted to get into yayo so we can make money to finance a lot of stuff. So that is why I needed another one of these, because I wanted to get into drug making. Right, I remember. That is also why I opened up the kitchen. Right, that is also why I opened up the kitchen. Right. That is why I opened up the kitchen. Ah, right. That is why I opened up the kitchen. I begin to remember things. Okay. Good. I begin to remember things. Level 4 tool cabinets needs a fabrication bench. We don't have fabrication yet. So, high-tech research bench. Right, we cannot get this because we are lacking the building associated to it. Okay, so let's research something. And we need to get into greenhousing. So the best greenhouse to make would be an additional one over here. That would be the easiest thing, just to make an additional one over here. Right. But I think that takes a step backwards so far. How's the kibble situation? Kibble is coming up, which is nice. We're getting leggings back. Okay, we're getting leggings back. Let's call in a trade caravan because we haven't traded recently and I need Samwise to trade. And I need Samwise to get out into trading again. Alright, this pump right here has been finished and the work of this pump is finished. So technically we can, for now, uninstall that thing and we're pretty good now. We're pretty good now? Right. Alrighty, so greenhouse. Greenhouse for making stupid things. A greenhouse for making stupid things might actually be interesting here. A greenhouse for stupid things might actually be interesting here. Because then we could have a street here and have this close here. Because if I take these and rebuild them here, because I want them to be part of the cooking area. So build 2 of these. Build 2 of these. Because cooking, I can't talk. Cooking takes a long time in this game. Cooking takes a really long time in this game. So let's speed up the cooking as much as we can. By doing this. Now that lacks steel. That means I need steel. So let's mine this entire vein out. Get more steel going. While we do that, we figure out this thing right here. Let's figure out this thing. And this thing will be figured out by having a zone, a planned zone, And how wide is this? This is 5 wide and 11 long. So it needs to be 11 long, 5 wide. So how wide is this in reality? This should also be 11 wide. It is 11 wide. So we need to find the center of the 6. Okay, so that means we have the center of the 6 over here. So we have a 5 wide over here. Over here. So now let's make this a 5 wide over here. Over here. So that means I need this and unplan this. However, that means this is too close. We need to move this up 2 tiles. So we need to move this up 2 tiles. 2 tiles. Right, so if we delete this and this is our greenhouse. And this is a 9 by 9. So let's look into this. This is a 9 by 9. This is our greenhouse, and this greenhouse will be directly... Let's have this greenhouse be directly connected to the freezer. Let's be this correctly directed to the freezer to get basically the psychoid directly into here. This should not be a danger in any situation to our defense. So let's floor, concrete. Let's first concrete this entire thing because this has not yet been done. Let's concrete this entire thing. Now, that means we need a mining job. We need a mining job that goes into here. We'll do a double door system here, so that is not a problem. So, let's get a mining job over here. Let's get a mining job over here. Not only do we get a mining job over here, we also get a limestone wall system over here. Right. And now, since we have done this, we need some defense in here. Because our current problem is if an enemy drops his drop pods into here, we lack all defense. Can't have that. Can't have that. So let's get some security. Let's get some regular mini turrets out of plasteel. And let's get some basic defenses going. Because I want this entire thing basically to be semi-defended. I want this to be semi-defended, so if there is anything here, we have some crossfire already going. Alright. Double dooring will double door most likely. Will double door. It's actually a single door only. Actually only a single door. I see. Do we have the auto door? We have the auto door. Let's make a few auto doors as well. And this is also not double walled, as I can see. This is bad. This is actually not double walled. So this is actually bad. So let's reinstall this over here. Let's reinstall this over here, because this is not double walled, and we need to do that for efficiency's sake. We have a double wall over here, but the other thing is not double walled yet. So for efficiency's sake, we need to do that. We have a quest called Tremendous Structure, and we should not do that, because that is way too much stuff that we need to do. So, okay, Gimli is doing things. Gimli is, of course, amazing as a miner. So let's get a door installed. Let's get a door installed. We don't have enough wood anymore. Aha, interesting. We don't have enough wood anymore. So let's make a double door here for safeties. It's not as efficient. We're losing basically a single spot. Actually, we're losing a little bit more than a single spot. But it is what it is. Is what it is. Alright. Good. Now, prosthetics. Is my prosthetic already done? My prosthetic is done. So, Legolas, you will get the best quality medicine, please. You will have a procedure. You will have a procedure. Because if we look into Legolas, Legolas is healed. No, it's Faramir. Faramir will get best quality medicine because he has a peg leg. The peg leg is massively hindering our guy. He will get a new leg. So let's administer. Let's install you a prosthetic leg on the right leg. Left side, okay. Let's not amputate the wrong leg. Let's have a procedure called left leg. Do we have an inspired surgery from someone? Yes, Galadriel has an inspired surgery. So Galadriel will take over the surgery. Alright. You will take over the surgery because the inspired surgery means she will have a much better outcome. So let's see this. Prosthetic leg. There's the procedure coming. We are not safe scumming. So it is what it is. And she has done it well. Alrighty. So that means Faramir now has a prosthetic leg and is now an 85. He is an 85 part efficiency. And he will now be as good as normal. If we find a bionic leg, that would be amazing. If we find an archotech leg, well, that's basically the best upgrade in the game. Alright. Gimli's doing stuff. We get steel over here. Alrighty. The animals can now eat my stuff, which is not what I want, actually. Oh, interesting. We need wood. We need wood, and we need wood kind of fast. We actually need wood kind of fast. Alright. Because the animals can now eat my food. However, they should not. Because in all honesty, they have so much food and they have so much kibble. They are pretty happy animals. These guys are pretty happy animals. Alright. No water issues over here. No water issues over here. Thrumbo is almost trained. Not quite. Okay, Galadriel is making stones. That's also cool. Galadriel is proving to be quite valuable, actually, even though she's a non-fighter and she can't really do anything. She's proven to be quite useful. Gollum is making absolute headway in his research journey, so he's doing quite well. Let's see. Let's mine out this stone as well. Combat supplier from a Finnan confederation. Alrighty, caravan is approaching and there is a sister attached to one of our people. Unfortunately, there is no real interaction with a relationship system in this game, which I actually severely dislike. And I am looking for a mod that enables the relationships to be somewhat of value, because currently they are not. So let's combat supplier. I know Samwise is very much still healing, but he should be fine. Let's see. These guys have medicine, but we don't need medicine. We need components. That's our biggest problem currently. We have our mate frills. That's okay. They have some EMP shells. They have some smoke shells. Let's buy some smoke shells. Maybe not that many. Yeah, you know, it's fine actually. Let's sell all of the ambrosia. Let's see. What else can we sell? We have an axe to sell. The drill is fine. We have another axe to sell. What else can we sell? We have a pump shotgun to sell, a bow to sell, a peeler to sell. 2 gangly old machines. We have a few grenades over here. And we have a few sculptures to sell. Let's sell a few sculptures. And we don't have enough. They don't have enough money, so let's do this. And let's see, they are from the Finnan Confederation. These guys are not yet friendly towards us. Let's change that. Let's give them a lot of gifts. Let's give them a lot of gifts. Alright, that's cool. Let's give them another gift over here. Let's give them a gift over here. The club can be gifted as well. This can be gifted. Let's see, what else can we gift you guys? Pretty much everything. 29 points, that's pretty cool. And we are allied with this confederation, which means they may help us in the future. Alrighty, defense looking quite nice. Defense looking quite nice. They should be shotgunned quite heavily, which is pretty cool. We haven't had yet a raid inside here. So, not that I want to see a raid, but it would be quite funny to see the effects of the raid. Let's see. Gimli is working away quite nicely. You need to mine the compact machinery, please. Because we are lacking components. And we cannot yet make them, so we need to have this happen. Alright, but there's a few more components, which is nice. Gimli is working away quite nicely like a beast. Alrighty. We need to make a research / biosculpting lab. And I would very much like to get this into here. And we shall transfer the school somewhere else. Because this thing is ideally next to this. We have an eclipse. We don't really care about the eclipse. Why is Arwen idling? Arwen cannot do dumb labor. Right. She cannot do dumb labor. She can handle, she can cook. Cooking is not really necessary currently. Yep, cooking is not really necessary currently. Where is Sauron? What is Sauron doing actively? What are you actively doing? Confusion Arwen, she is confused because of the dementia. Sad, but true. But so far, everything seems to be pretty much on point. Everything seems to be pretty much on point. So let's see. Pippin is finally fully healed. I think it's time we get some festivals going. Yep, I think it's time we get some festivals going. So let's wait until Arwen's dementia is over so she can be part of it. How is Auron's training going? Auron's training is going quite smoothly. But we need a new school. And the new school shall be here, I think. I think the new school shall be here. So let's get things moving. Let's remove this one. And let's make all of this be hauling. Make all of this be hauling. And let's get a school over here. Let's get some flooring into this, because currently I'm annoyed that this is not floored. And let's see. Dromedars are joining. And there they are, the dromedars, and we are slaughtering them because we are not intending for them to be part of our animal tribe. We have a mega sloth over here, so we should go into hunting a little bit. Because food is actually going low. Because of all of the kibble making and stuff. So we should be getting into hunting the next day. The dromedars are dead, I heard that. Let's make a new school over here. Let's make a new school over here. These guys are working away. That's cool. Can we make... These are blue fur doormats. I want a better doormat, please. Let's make a mega sloth doormat, please. That would be under miscellaneous. Doormat, make a mega sloth wool doormat here, please. Righty. Let's make another doormat, please. Let's get another doormat made. Rail and console, so this is new. This is new, okay. Linked doormat. Doormat to clean your feet. Oh, this is cool, okay. This is an update. Let's get a medium mega sloth doormat over here. Alrighty, so this thing needs to be reinstalled over here. This thing needs to be reinstalled over here. And now we need some new structures. And we are limestone walling this. And we are limestone walling this. And then we are building a door over here. Alright. This being done, let's make some flooring. And let's get some wood flooring over here. I know wood flooring is bad. I don't care. Let's get this over here. Terrain is already concrete. Okay, that works, that works, that works. These things need to be hauled. Balrog is doing things. What is Sauron doing? What is Sauron doing? He is eating. Do we put Sauron back into working conditions? He is cutting stone blocks. Yes. Since he's cutting stone blocks, let's put him back on construction. Let's get him back into construction mode. There we go. Sauron, our worker beast, is worky, worky, worky. Alrighty. Good. Stuff's getting there. The alpacas are eating, so these guys do need to be moved into my... moved into their pens again. And please construct this door, my dude. Alright. The doors have been made, which means the animals need to go back into their pens. The animal handlers are doing it. There they are. Wonderful. Alrighty, let's get a sun lamp. Do we have a sun lamp in storage? This one is still in use. Bilbo's Remembrance Opportunity. Let's let them sleep and let's do Bilbo's Remembrance. We don't have a sun lamp currently available, so let's make one available. Put the sun lamp into here. And put a heating. It's actually quite close to the source. Let's see if that actually fights itself. If it fights, we shall move a few things. We are lacking steel, so that's a problem. Let's let them sleep, and then we'll do Bilbo's Remembrance. And we shall do a festival. We need a better table as well. People, this is a too small table for our very sizable group now. So everybody's here. Let's make a update. Let's get some festivals going, and after these festivals we're gonna finish off the episode, because as I've mentioned in the beginning, I have a new job and my daily routine is a little bit different, so we're having shorter episodes, and you know, that's just how it is. And we have a beautiful remembrance. Let's get the next thing. Let's make the Lynchen. Let's get a Let's get a mare lynched. Alrighty, let's get a mare lynched. Let's make the lynchen. Let's make the lynchen. Eowyn should be getting an insane amount of social points doing this. There she goes. She's getting an insane amount of social points. And it is a satisfying one. Now the next festival will be a leader speech by Pippin. Pippin is of course our leader of the Shire, which is still a bad idea. But Pippin is doing his job. He's talking. He's gaining experience as a talker. And he's uninspiring, as I would have known. And we have a loudspeaker not connected to power. Interesting. We have a loudspeaker not connected to power. Doesn't matter. The dance-off will be hopefully quite well. Eowyn is having none of that. Eowyn is not partaking in the dance. She's rather breastfeeding Samhain. And she's returning to the dance. My god, Eowyn. You have priorities. Absolutely. And we have done pretty much every single thing. We can do the fair. So let's do the fair. Samhain is just being left on the ground, I guess. Oh no, Eowyn is putting her back. So let's see. She has begun the breastfeeding. Okay. Now let's see what the festival will do for us. The only one that really sucked was, of course, Pippin. But we have a few people arriving. And that is the side effect of the Fair of the Bilbo. Alrighty, the Fair of Bree. Because if there is a good Fair of Bree, yes, it costs us a little bit of money, but we get a trader. And Samwise can have a trade, please. After the night, of course, everybody is tired from having 5 festivals in a row, but I think that is quite like the Hobbits would do. I don't think the Hobbits would do one festival. I think the Hobbits would do a festival, then another festival, and then another festival. I'm pretty sure Hobbits would handle it like this. I can't imagine them being like, yeah, you know what, just one festival was okay. Alright. Come on, let's have this still be the last trade. And I kind of would like to turn on them just to see how amazing this defense is, but yet, you know, let's not risk it. Let's not risk it. It would be risky business to do that. They have a husky. They have a husky. I'm buying the husky. I don't care. I'm buying the husky. I'm buying the husky. A farm marker map. An ancient map marked with farm locations. Interesting. They have advanced components. We are swimming in advanced components for now, but I should buy it. We don't really have anything to sell, however. That's currently our biggest problem. We don't have anything to sell. Doggo! Yes, it's a doggo. It's a doggo. It's a good boy. It's a good female, actually. The female. It's a good girl. Packaged survival meals. We don't really have anything to sell, really. Yeah. So, let's do this. Let's buy the husky. The husky can do absolutely nothing. So let's train it to be a hauler. We're ready. We now have huskies. Great. That's the Shire. The fat hobbits. And thank you very much for watching. This will be the end of today's episodes. Future episodes for now will be shorter, as I've mentioned before many multiple times. If you like this, well, hey, come on over into the live stream, have a chat with me, make some suggestions, name our people, name the animals, whatever. Just have an influence, chat with me, have a good time, become a Pokemon down here, have a good chat, and you know, all the things on YouTube. I don't tell you what to do, you're a smart cookie, you will know what you do. So, thank you very much for watching. This has been episode number 12 from the Fat Hobbits, A Journey to the Stars. So far, we have not been wiped out. Now that I mention it, thankfully, we are logging off, so nothing will happen. Until next time, goodbye, ciao, ciao, and wash your hands, man.